Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of letting go when you are manifesting. Oftentimes, we're really concerned about how can we create something. How can we take the desires we see in our imagination and see them in physical form? But just as important is how can we make space for our manifestations? How can we let go of the old energy that is existing in a particular area of life so we can bring in a new energy? And if you watch till the end of this video, hopefully you can gain some insights on how to do this. As we move forward, we're really creatures of habit. Our mind puts us in a position where we believe we are the patterns of thoughts and emotions and beliefs that we are embodying. The truth is, we're interdimensional souls having a human experience. So when you can view this reincarnation as your opportunity to create whatever you want in this body, right? You can now see it as a type of computer program, right? It's a clean slate. It's almost as if you have a whiteboard and you have drawings on the whiteboard, information and things, and this represents the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs that have led you to the point you're in now. But when you realize that this writing is not permanent on this whiteboard, this computer program is not fixed forever, you can begin to realize that as you rewrite the code of the computer program and you thrust yourself into being the creator that you are, that whiteboard that we're using as a metaphor can be wiped. It can be erased and you can write something else on there. And this leads to step one, attachment. Attachment is the way our formless soul takes form in this third dimensional matrix. Our soul really is a window into the entire universe, where every reincarnation we've had, all the experiences we have gone through, and all the achievements and healing and trauma, all that information is stored in the soul through the different reincarnations you as a soul have placed yourself in. So the attachment comes from your soul wants to find a connection to this third dimensional world. In order for your soul to be in this body long term, from the beginning of your life in this body to the end of your life in this body, there has to be a way for you to merge into the simulation that is Mother Earth in a more consistent manner. So when you understand that is what the attachment is. The attachment is an outdated way of associating to the world as an interdimensional soul. Being, I am this because this is all I know, and moving from attachment into alignment. What do you want to align with in this third dimensional matrix as an interdimensional soul? When you can shift that understanding, it's less about being part of an energy because you are scared of being nothing, and more on aligning with an energy because you're comfortable being nothing as a human, because you know the nothing of the mind is everything of the universe. So think of it like that. Now, step 2 in letting go when you're manifesting is realizing that the process of moving from old energy into new energy requires that you trust the unknown long enough to where the field, the universe itself, the encapsulation of everything you are beyond the body, is going to provide you what you need when you're in that space of, I'm leaving what I know and I'm going to where I want to go. And that area in between is a lack of alignment with a particular energy. It's a lack of association to a particular energy, because you're moving from a soul connected to old energy to the soul itself and pure consciousness, to then your soul aligning with a new energy. So in that state of being pure consciousness and being a soul, your mind is going to feel lost. You're going to feel like, who am I? What purpose do I have? Because you're leaving the feedback loop that you have been in. And as you're moving into a new feedback loop, you have to return to your original form. So step 2 is truly trusting that when you're in transition from old to new, when you're letting go, you can be the observer while you're in those states of the unknown, and you're more in a fluid manner as you're expanding into different realms of your imagination. And at times it can be scary because your mind is wanting to survive. It wants to keep you as a soul in this matrix. That is its job. But knowing its limits can allow you to speak to the mind and tell the mind that you, the soul, are going to provide it with comfort. And that's when you become everything in the universe and trust everything. Step 3 in letting go when you're manifesting is realizing that once you're okay with entertaining a understanding that moving from the old to the new, letting go of the old, is going to bring you in a state of fluidness that doesn't particularly contain any type of information, because you're moving from old to new. In that transition space, you're in the ether, you're in the universe, you're outside of the body and the mind, and you're in your soul. That moment is when you can begin to develop a relationship with the universe, where you are deciding you're going to relate to the universe in a way that maybe you have not in the past. Our mind wants a train of information that it can follow. So when we go, I'm going to trust in the unknown and believe that everything will happen to me as it's supposed to happen, our mind kind of sets off this alarm. And in that space, we get to understand that truly we're more powerful than we think we are. That truly there is nothing going on that we cannot find comfort in. Because as we let go, we realize that two energies cannot occupy the same space. And that's part of step 3. If you're wanting to manifest in a particular area of life, realize what energy is previously associated with that area of life. What experiences have you had that have created a subconscious emotional association to that area of life, where you subconsciously believe this area of life gives me these feelings and experiences? When you go beyond the mind, you go beyond structure, you can let go of those parts of you. You can realize that manifesting is not only about aligning with a particular energy, but unaligning with the energy in a space that you would like to bring the new energy in. And that process of letting go is truly allowing your inner child to shine through. It's allowing the wonder that is you to lead you forward, where you're more in a place of, I'm not going to be so attached to how this thing happens, because I know that my mind is repeating patterns from the past. And if I trust my higher self and intuition, my mind is not going to know what to do. So if you can already understand what's going to happen before it does, if you can know that the mind will feel threatened when you're outside of the comfort zone, you can speak to the mind as a preemptive, soothing technique, so it's less abrasive when you're in those places of the unknown. So as you're letting go and you're making room for the new, ask yourself, what fears do you possibly have about this manifestation? And ask it from a place of interest, not judgment. Ask yourself from a place of, I'm going to meet my shadow and I'm going to welcome it into my heart so it knows that it can speak freely without me needing to change it immediately to light. That's dismissing your shadow. So when you ask yourself that question, you'll gain more of an insight into what is stopping you from creating space for this new thing to come. And as you let go, you can tell your mind, because your mind just wants to survive. It wants to fulfill the job of keeping you here intact. You can tell the mind, hey, the way for me to continually be in this matrix, mind, as you, the soul, are speaking to it, is for me to let go of what I want to manifest and bring it from the universe, but not be forceful. And as I do that, I can let go of how I used to associate to the area of life I'm wanting to manifest in. And I can trust that the universe will give me what I need. And in that moment, you become liberated from this constant cycle of repeating old energy into the future. Step 4 in how can we let go so our manifestations are more fluid? How can we make the room is realizing that our foundation of happiness and fulfillment comes from within. Oftentimes in society, we're in a place where we want to manifest things in the external world because of what we think this manifestation will make us feel. We're waiting for permission to feel our most empowering emotions. And why is that? Because at times we're not taught how to sit with our own energy. The greatest breakthroughs happen when you isolate your third dimensional senses and you can feel the being that is you from your body, what is inside of your body, your heart space, and then that takes you into your third eye, into the other dimensions. When you can realize that you are a soul in a body and you can observe everything around you with your 5 senses with a state of excitement and interest and intrigue, as if you're reading this interesting story because your soul is not of this dimension. In other words, you're basically a powerful being from somewhere in the universe getting to venture into Earth. Instead of, I'm a human, I have all these things going on and it feels weird to be in my human body when I know there's all this high octave frequency in my higher self. It's reassociating to the world so you find fulfillment without needing anything, right? I hope you guys enjoy the video, and remember, I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Definitely subscribe if you are interested in self-mastery on the levels of your physical realm, emotional realm, spiritual realm, and mental realm. What I do in my videos is I allow you to learn new skill sets so you can bridge the worlds together and you can articulately run energy through different dimensions depending on what you want to manifest. And also, realize that if you're an empathic soul, if you're a starseed, if you have this feeling inside of you that there is more coming and there is more magic that you're supposed to be harnessing and understanding, and that there is this distance between your body right now and the vast potential that you know is waiting for you in your soul once you find out the doorway there. The reason I'm saying this is because the doorway is part of my galactic mission, is to offer the bridge between the potential and the expression. And you may have this resonance of, okay, what do I need to know about my soul? Well, with my galactic quantum coaching, I can go into your akashic records, see the different reincarnations you have had as a soul, and then string together the ones you're supposed to be aware of. So the patterns of healing and passion that are coming from different lifetimes can stack together, and you can harness more of that energy instead of it being so dispersed. And if you're a person who has had a reincarnation that you know about or don't know about yet, that is you assisting in the higher dimensions of this universe. You being a person that creates relationships between different interdimensional beings, or you wanting to heal the field of a particular dimension on a certain planet in this universe, or you truly being a carrier of technology in this other reincarnation. What I do with my galactic quantum coaching is I teach you skill sets that allow you to operate from that intergalactic reincarnation in this body, by allowing your mind to adapt to the reality of what your soul is picking up on. Definitely let me know, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay in peace and simplicity, and remember, you are always more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Just let go of the idea that you need to be perfect. Let go of the idea that you need to achieve something to be great or powerful. You're great and powerful, and that's how you achieve what you want to achieve. All right, guys. Bye.